Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. The middle, it's Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
It did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check 50, check 50. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Score after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Under 10, 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Bucs and Eagles, you might remember, playoff opponents a season ago. The Eagles snuck in as the number 7 seed in the NFC, but the Bucs ran out to a 31-0 lead and ultimately cruised to a 31-15 victory in Tampa.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watch twist.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 52 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Brady's going to look to throw, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 27-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So time has run out on what will be a